Here with head men's basketball coach David Greer as he begins his 19th season with the men's basketball program here in Detroit. Just 8 wins last year. 7 of them, though, came in the GLIAC, nearly made the GLIAC postseason. Final thoughts from the 2018-19 season?
Well, really, it just came down to the fact that we couldn't finish. We probably played in 6 games were decided by one possession, and just had a tough time finishing some of those games. But I thought Ladden Davis and Javon Henderson had outstanding years for us. They provided some great leadership, and we're going to miss those guys. And losing Antonio Marshall at the break really hurt us, and it just came down to our lack of depth. And we had some guys that logged a lot of minutes, and that's got to change this year.
Showed flashes like you talked about last year. Beat the defending national champion Ferris State. There's a few other nice wins in there. A lot of overtime games. Do you use some of those wins and some of those flashes as motivation moving into this season?
Well, really, it's just a totally different season, and really, it just comes down to toughness. And when the game gets down to the last 2 minutes, it's just who's the toughest team is going to win. And we just missed out in that area. Wasn't very big, undersized, but I thought our guys competed really hard, and I thought Darren Owens-White had an outstanding year for a young man that really came in that didn't play a whole lot as a freshman.
Moving on to Darian and Kareem Murray, those are the two guys that you're kind of looking to for leadership and production offensively and defensively, right?
Yeah, Kareem was first team all defensive selection, and Darren was second team all conference, and I thought they both had outstanding years. Kareem is one of the top rebounding guards forwards in the league, and Darren was one of the top three-point shooters in the league. And we're definitely going to need those guys' leadership. I know they're tough, and they'll be able to provide toughness on the court, but it's off the court with a whole bunch of new guys that they got to provide great leadership for us.
Large group of newcomers this year, including 4 transfers, a couple D1. What are you looking for from that group? Probably headed up by Braylon Neely and James Gordon, right?
Well, Braylon has played quite a bit. The other transfers hasn't played a whole lot, so you really never know what you're going to get when a young man comes from Division I. A lot of times they come down to the GLIAC and they think that it's going to be easy pickings, and they soon find out there's some very good basketball players in this league and some very good coaches. So, but Braylon has played some Division I basketball. Him and Kareem Murray played together at Western High School. So I sort of know what to expect out of Braylon. And plus, Braylon came at the break last year, so he's had an opportunity to actually practice with us. So, a great point guard from the standpoint of understanding basketball, great distributor, and excellent on-the-ball defender. So Braylon should be able to step in where Ladden left off.
A couple of freshmen coming in. You got Keelan Grant and Caden Augustine and Nate Talbot, and some good size with some of those freshmen too, which will be nice for some of the fans coming in. You talked about being undersized last year. There's some good size this year on the roster.
Yeah, for the last couple of years we've been undersized. Whether it be Chuck Key and those guys, they're guarding big 6'10" guys, but our freshman guys has great size. They have college basketball bodies already, and it's just a matter of getting them some experience. It's a big difference between defending a high school post guy as opposed to defending a Division II or Division I post player.
19th season here at Wayne State, like I said. You obviously love doing what you do. Talk about what it's like to come to work at Wayne State every day and help be around young men.
Well, really, that's my passion, is trying to help young men develop. We get them when they're at a vulnerable age, that 18 to 22-year-old range. They're trying to find their way. And we try to move them into manhood, try to get them graduated, and get them ready for the real world. And I honestly think that that's what sports really does for you. It gives you the real life lessons of the real world out there. You have to learn how to deal with success and failure. Obviously, you have to learn how to work with your teammates and have a great presence in the locker room. And our guys do a great job of that. And, I enjoy working with them, and, it sort of keeps me young, too.
What are some of your goals and expectations for 2019-2020 season? Are you looking to win the South? What are some of the things that you're looking for?
Well, we really don't have any goals right now, and especially with a group of, like I said, a large group of unknown players. So really, it's going to come down to, as it always do, the close games. You got to win on the road. You got to have be able to defend home court, and you got to defend and rebound. I thought we could really gave up way too many threes last year, and I think that hurt us in a lot of close ball games. And when you can defend and rebound, you always give yourself a chance to win. And but the league will be really good. I mean, there's a lot of veteran players returning, a lot of good teams, well-coached teams, and the South will be really loaded. So we're looking forward to competing. I think that's the beauty of starting a new year. Everyone has those high hopes, but I think we'll play hard. I think we'll compete, and we hope to be there at the end.